What's up guys, it is Nate from Guetta Studios, and today we are going to go over a couple of changes for the channel, as well as more or less where we're going to go with the channel from here on outwards. So, let's begin with basically what this is. This is going to be a channel update. So what's going to go forward, what's going to change, what's going to stay the same. And recently I thought it'd be a really good idea to just generally get a better understanding of what's going on moving forward. So in January we had like a Q&A session, and then February we didn't really do anything. But for March I kind of wanted to have like a channel update and see, or at least give you guys the opportunity to know what's going on moving forward. And so what we're going to do is we're going to change and set a few things straight. So originally I wanted this channel to be a how-to painting tutorial for miniatures, but over the expansion of the year so far, I realised that I'm not really into the whole idea of like what you see with modern YouTubers, how they paint and how they assemble and put together their YouTube channel by, for example, let's take this miniature here. So let's say I do a painting tutorial on him and how it all works, so step by step, and I really realised that I didn't like that, and I quite like the idea of just having the whole army in front of you and just picking it up like it's an example and just showing you like what I've done, and you know, just basically explaining what it is, what's going on and how it's come together. And if anybody is interested, I could always do like what I did with the Imperial Guard army recently. So I could do like a base tutorial, like a little rotation table, and show off like the stages essentially. So base colours, shades, highlights, and then obviously transfers and textiles and stuff like that. But yeah, so going forward we're going to stick to more or less a showcase army. So for example, what you see in front of you, I'm going to talk to you through it, talk to you about it, tell you what I enjoyed about it, what I didn't enjoy, what I'd do differently. I might continue, actually I probably will continue doing said Imperial Guard example videos where the Marines are on the bases and they're just rotating around and different stages of how they got to how they are. But yeah, but mostly I'm going to be focusing on the Black Legion. That's also going to go forward as well, because I really like the Black Legion. I like the idea of having this traitor-esque, loyal, fighting legion. And I say loyal because if you read the Aaron Debansky Belden, I'm really hitched on the idea of these are just, you know, Space Marines who are being cast out, who want to come back and basically claim what was originally theirs. And I kind of like that idea behind it. So I'm saying loyal, traitor-esque sort of Alpha Legion feel towards them. And well, you can either agree or disagree, but it's up for interpretation. Going forward as well, I've also got something cool to announce as well. So my Black Legion army, said army in front of you, I like to have certain themes in the army as well. So for example, if we look at this Chaos Terminator Lord, he's obviously a World Eater's Devourer from Forge World. The body is anyway. But you know, he's Khorne, he's a World Eater, he has that feel of a World Eater behind him. And I quite like that in my army. So again, for example, this is the, I think it's Lord Fatius or Fortius from the Death Guard range. Just changed him up into a sorcerer or even a Chaos Lord himself. And it was just quite a nice and unique feel behind them. Again, as well, let's just have a look at this miniature as well. So this biker is an Iron Warriors esque Marine who's joined the Black Legion, and I sort of like that aesthetic of like these different legions join the Black Legion and they can maintain some of their originality. This guy, for example, this is one of the Forge World Galv Orbach, and the shoulder pad there on him with the sun, it could easily be a flesh change from the Thousand Sons, and I quite like the idea behind it. I really do. And going forward, I'm going to show off my conversions for particular traitor-esque marines that are themed. So within the last video I did, I talked about how the Iron Warriors and what's the other ones called? The Bone ones. Night Lords. I talked about how they sort of had their own feel and how that particular unit would make that feel. So for example, let's just show you a couple of examples of some marines. So this is going to be one of the Bringers of Decay models I did. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show off an entire squad of these and just basically really talk about what inspired me. So for example, the Bringers of Decay for my Black Legion, I was really inspired by Midwinter Minis from Guy from Midwinter Minis even. And I really liked his Bringers of Decay sort of esque feel. So mucky black with like little, I can't remember what he used in it. The typhus corrosion in the paints and mixing it around. I quite love that idea. Again, I was originally a Dark Angels player when I first started out playing, and I just thought this was ace because my best friend got me some Dark Angels a while ago, and I just converted them up into this sort of Fallen-esque Legion, and I just thought it was brilliant. I love this idea. So individual videos will be coming out soon. Again, examples of like Fallen Black Legion, but the only difference between the Fallen Black Legion and the Black Legion is I've decided to keep the trim silver because I thought that'd be a generally better aesthetic towards them. So another example is the Emperor's Children, and I think they're called Princes of Excess. I'm not too sure the actual clan or split of whatever it is towards them, but again, this is just like the Forge World Emperor's Children, Cacophony of War? No, Noise Marines. Yeah, so these are the Forge World Emperor's Children Noise Marines. That's a conversion. And it was just amazing to put it on this and convert them up into a more 40k realisation of it, because I quite like the idea of skin around there. Like gauntlets, and is it around this one? Yeah, around like the waist as well. So this is a Blastmaster, I think it's called. It's meant to be the really long one, essentially, with like the Doom Siren on the backpack. So yeah, that's just one example. These are just examples of what I mean. They're so amazing, and I just wanted to show them off. So like, I could do conversions, I could do painting tutorials, but I feel like it makes me more happier this way, showing off my army to somebody who, you know, who might be new to the hobby, who wants some insight or, you know, just some general direction. And I'm hoping that's what it does. But moving on anyway, because I wanted to show these guys off as well. This is the army I've currently been working on, and it took me about a month to get to this stage. And I really have to admit, I really do love this particular Black Legion-esque models to it. You might have noticed as well, I want to pick this particular Terminator up. Let's have a look at this guy as well. So this Terminator body and arms are obviously from the Tartarus kit, I believe it is. Not the Forge World ones, these are just the regular ones that you can pick up from Games Workshop. And obviously this is the Chaos Space Marine 2019 kit, I think it is. The more recent Chaos Terminators. And I kit bash them both together, and that's what I essentially like to do as well. I like to have this feel of old and new sort of kits bashed together, remnants, because in the book Black Legion by ADB, he talks about how, you know, the scavengers, and they can steal more or less the armour from across the years. His Night Lords trilogy as well, with Talon or Talosk. He's an amazing writer, and just the ways that in particular squad goes through the trials just to get and to survive are just amazing. as it stands alone. But yeah, they're examples. In this particular Terminator squad, there's no real like theme of old loyalties, I suppose you could say. But I have to admit, the miniatures as they stand alone are just amazing. So if anybody was ever actually wondering what the Terminators of the Tartarus look like with the Chaos Space Marine Terminators, that's what they look like. I'll show off a few Galvor back as well. This one because I like this miniature as well. So again, even though these are word bearers, they just make for brilliant possessed marines. And as soon as I saw these guys, I immediately knew that's what I wanted to do with them. Just make them possessed-esque. I just really like that idea. Going on further as well, the bikes. I quite like the bikes, and I got these from when I was doing the Conquest magazine. And I just thought they were amazing to include into your army. You know, just to kill some of that fast attack unit specialism. And I think, yeah, these two in particular are the Space Marine ones as well. So that was quite interesting to see Chaos Space Marines on top of Space Marine bikes. Again, going back to those themes and feels, so there was meant to be a logo there of Khorne. But yeah, Khorne Berserker or Khorne-esque champion on a bike. Just makes it feel real flavourful. As well, I'm not using just the Chaos Space Marine parts. So like regular Mark 3 and 4 kits have been completely kit bashed with my whole range of miniatures. And these are just some examples of Havocs that I have. Because you can never have too many Havocs, I suppose. Just a couple more examples. Oops, almost fallen off then. Yeah. And yeah, just to finish it off as well, I suppose I could use one more example of a spawn, a chaos spawn. I'll probably never use these, but I just like the idea of having them in the army. They're just amazing miniatures. But yeah, essentially going forward, just to reiterate again, I'm going to continue doing stuff like this, what I've just done here. So this is a small example. Over time, obviously out of COVID restrictions, because in the UK at the moment it's still on a lockdown for another week or two. So fingers crossed we can pull through that and then go back to my studio and actually put all my studio stuff up and have these really nice boards and miniatures on the boards, because the brightness from the light is a bit too blinding. You can probably see if I do that right now. It just doesn't make the screen look any better than it does. Or essentially wait until it's not sunny outside and just do this on a night time. But even then, it's just after a hard day work. It's whew. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Please leave a like, a subscribe, and stay tuned for more content as we will be revealing the Fallen in our next video. I know my best friend will be looking forward to that because he is a Dark Angel player. And he's already told me when he gets his fallen, when he gets his Dark Angels, he will be hunting me down. So, stay tuned for next time. Hope you all have a good day. Take care now. Bye bye then.